Here is another update. As you all know, I filed a lawsuit against Round Rock for my illegal detainment, which is one of my first lawsuits. To be honest, it was my first time in handcuffs. It made me feel very uncomfortable. There are many things I've learned since this encounter. 1. If you are filming police, always have a backup camera rolling. 2. Be polite and calm. Police can sense fear and anger and will use this to their advantage. 3. If you strongly believe in standing up for your rights, go all the way, even if that means being arrested for doing what is lawful. Just recently, an Austin federal judge has ruled that an amateur photographer can pursue a civil rights case against 4 police officers after they detained and handcuffed him for filming the Round Rock Police Department building. Which is great news because now Austin Lamplight Village is next. When I first received word, I was pretty excited that this happened. Who knew that simply recording police in their official capacity and trying to catch minor traffic violations could lead to a civil rights violation? Police who enforce the laws don't enforce the laws on themselves. I have seen many police officers not wearing their seatbelts, but after filming a few cops leaving and coming, I noticed they would grab their seatbelt and buckle up. But during the detainment, I noticed a bigger and disturbing issue. How can police not know when to demand ID? Isn't that taught in the academy? Don't they take exams and assessments to test their knowledge? Or do they flat out ignore the basic laws, what they sworn an oath to? If you watch some of my videos, it's amazing what results I come across. In the Fort Worth incident, I was also in a similar situation, but they took it a step further by putting me in a cop car that had no ventilation in the back seat during the Texas summer heat. It was odd that the back seat was sealed off from the front, and the heat was unbearable. They even turned off their body cameras while I was in the car sweating. They eventually released me, but not before lecturing me and trespassing me from their police station, even though I was on the opposite side of the street the whole time. We filed a lawsuit and the federal judge ruled against us. We are currently filing an appeal on that decision, which are pretty expensive, almost the amount of a used car. I'm taking this very serious, as so should the police officers, because they need to be held accountable. If successful, it will be the first ruling on recording police in the Fifth Circuit of Appeals, a chance to make history. Now, in my Harris County incident, as some of you may know, I went down to Harris County because I received word that David was arrested at the Shell refinery. I got a call from David while he was in the Harris County jail, and I went there the very next day and tried to bail him out. I decided to do a live broadcast about the incident on Periscope and had over 200 viewers at the time of my arrest. It was the first time using the app, so the video isn't top notch. However, I had my main camera recording to cover the event. Within seconds of crossing the street, I had encountered 2 different officers. In the video, you can tell the second officer was pushing more on the ID, which is why I was arrested. While my camera was taken from me, they were discussing possible charges, dropping the failure to ID, and sticking with the criminal trespass despite being on a public right-of-way at all times. A month ago, David's charges were dismissed, and now I'm going to trial over an alleged criminal trespass, or I should say contempt of cop. From November 2015 to May 2016, after many resets and going through 4 different prosecutors, the first was promoted, the second was fired, and the third was a conflict of interest because her husband was in the Blue Privilege series. Now, here's the surprising part. I was told that the 4th prosecutor wanted to drop the charges because he can't prove the case. However, his boss said no and to proceed with the case. The word is I apparently pissed someone off. Whether it's Shell or the Blue Privilege series, it's obvious someone is doing this based on emotions and not law. Here are some fun facts. Harrison County accounts for 1/4 of the national report for wrongful convictions in 2014 exonerations. In 2015, the National Registry of Exonerations at the University of Michigan Law School, 149 people were exonerated in 29 states after serving an average sentence of 14.5 years in prison. 42 of those 2015 cases came from Harrison County, the most from any single jurisdiction. The second runner-up is Brooklyn County, New York, with just 8. This is the second year in a row that Harris County, whose population is just shy of 4.5 million and encompasses the city of Houston, led the report in sheer numbers. In 2014, it had 31, making it the exoneration capital of the U.S. Looks like I'll be taking on the beast of injustice. Links to the articles are in the description box below. I have also been working on a series called Deception and Betrayal, following a true but dramatic story of a Texas police chief, a doctor, and a doctor's wife. This series continues over into Kyle, Texas, which will be another installment of Deception and Betrayal. This is my first time I have ever taken on a project like this. However, I do find it enjoyable to expose lies from the people we pay our taxes to. Soon, I'll gather some video footage from the town and continue with the series. The link will be in the description box below. What can I say about you guys? No words can express how I truly feel about how you supported and helped funded my efforts to bring you nothing but the best of exposing corruption and dishonesty. To all my subscribers, viewers, supporters, and to the citizens of Texas and across the US, which I do plan on traveling to different states hopefully, and worldwide, Canada, Australia, and other countries across the world, I sincerely thank you for joining me in this efforts to take back our rights. Once again, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I truly appreciate all those who have donated and supported. If you'd like to support, you can either donate through GoFundMe, the link will be in the description box below, or PayPal at the top right icon on my YouTube channel page. I will continue to provide more updates as things progress. In addition, if you, a friend, or a family member have anything they want to expose, or have been a victim of police harassment or intimidation, you can reach me by clicking on the About tab on my YouTube page and click Message. And remember, always record the police.